I'm not going to say anything. I don't have kids.
Mike Douglas in the red corner. 4 3-minute rounds of heavyweight action coming up.
Oh, so we're going to the 4-rounders now.
Red corner, mate. Here we go.
Awesome. This guy looks like a big boy, man.
Yep.
So this would be what? Another heavyweight professional bout, 4 times 3-minute rounds.
Mike Douglas in the red corner.
From Hamilton as well. So this should be an interesting fight.
Here comes the blue corner.
Oh, Scott Taliauli. He's another 40-year-old fighter. Wow, he's been fighting for a long time. So this should be a very interesting fight. So we'll see how we play it out here. I think before I used to see Scott fight at cruiserweight and just under cruiserweight light heavy, so I'm not too sure what's up with that.
Final instructions for the boys. 4 3-minute rounds, professional action.
There is a big height difference. Oh, not a big height difference, but
I think he'll want to use that to his advantage.
yep. Scott seems to be a bit more experienced with this one, so
Let's see if he'll make use of it.
Right. And Michael Douglas, 2-2 with 1 knockout. So we'll see. And he's hailing from Hamilton, so we'll see how we go. So obviously, just like the other first round, he's going to try to stick him out from the outside, I suppose.
That's it. Long hand. He keeps that lead quite low, and you see this Scott's going for that right hand over the top. You can see there's a stiff jab from him. But yes, Mike is carrying quite a low lead. He's open. He might be open, and those shots are coming. Scott's experienced. He's been in the game quite a while, and he
knows what he
have the
wants.
experience to find the shot, find that opening.
Right.
But Mike Douglas, he does have a KO win on his record, so he must have some firepower himself.
Right. Scotty should just try and walk him down, I suppose. Start jabbing.
That's it. Put him on the back foot. 4 3-minute rounds to do his work.
It's nice how Mike's really using his jab to get out there.
He is, yeah. Using his range.
And another thing to
Not
point
trying
out.
to do too much.
Another thing to point out from some of the earlier bouts is they are professionals, so they have smaller gloves as well. So the earlier bouts with the corporates, you had 16-ounce gloves,
Yeah, that's
whereas these boxers will be holding 10-ounce gloves, and the padding distribution on these gloves is also different to the others. But there we go. There you can see some of the smaller padding. Those shots hurt a bit more.
They do. Definitely.
Yeah. And you'd use 16s for your sparring, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So it just shows, you use more padding compared to the 10s and 12s for fighting. You've got a bit more...
As well as underneath, you can have a lot more. You've got bandages and wraps that are quite solid, so those will hurt underneath a thin glove as well.
That's right.
Just adds additional grip, it just becomes more hard, right?
That's right. Oh, and
Wow.
there you go.
I
You
think
can
it's
see
the
some
one
of that
there.
power that he
wobbled,
has.
yeah.
That knockout on his record.
He wobbled
See
there.
why.
It's probably getting warned for the holding.
I think, here we go. So he was really phased on that one, and I think Scott kind of gave a little wake-up call.
Yep.
Oh, he's throwing some bombs himself. But he's just smothering his work. He's a bit too close. He doesn't have the range to land clean with his punches. And Mike is using his long reach, and he's got some space to build momentum with those shots. Lining up that right hand.
Right.
Seems to be his weapon of choice, his finishing move.
He's kind of picking his shots, just kind of throwing it when he needs to, because his jab is being really effective. So even just his jab alone is kind of giving him open opportunities to throw his right hand.
So good round there.
Nice,
Good round from
nice.
Mike. So far the experience from Scott is not showing.
Really, really great. Awesome. And it's good to see that.
Well,
Scott's all the way from Tonga, and Michael is from New Zealand, so it's pretty cool.
Where's Purple from?
I think it's from Hawaii.
I was sure of that, guys. His last
I'm pretty
name.
sure it's from Hawaii.
I don't want to say his last name, but it's cool.
Hawaii too.
Milnes.
Could be one of the cousins, eh?
Nah, so far so good though. The fight night seems really, really good so far. Every
it's been
single fight's
awesome.
been produced
Really
and
good
matched really well.
matchup,
Yeah.
Right. Judges and refs have all been incredible and great so far.
Yep.
And
agree.
I'm sure we've got one more bout after this, but so far so
Main
good.
event to come.
Yeah.
Yep, we got one more.
Oh, awesome.
NZ PBA female NZ title.
All right, here we go into the
Nice.
second
See,
round.
will Scott adjust?
Mike's-
Will he adjust?
Mike's lining up again.
Oh, he's trying for the right hand over the top, low left, put the right hand on top. Oh, good, digging that right
two
hand
to
to the
the
body,
body.
but he's trying himself to land. He's going for it. He's going to have to.
I always find it interesting watching the tall boxer against a shorter one, and just how they use the different tactics to try and overcome. They're both obviously different fighters, so it is interesting to see like what overcomes the other. Myself, when I was boxing, I was usually the taller one, so I think with
You
that,
were always the tall one?
yeah, I don't think I've ever fought anyone that was taller than me. So I guess with that, you bring a sort of different skill set to the table compared to if you were the shorter fighter. Chad.
Throughout my career, I have.
You'd be the opposite.
Yeah, I've often been the shorter
That shorter
fighter.
one. So you know what I mean? Yeah, when you're trying to overcome a taller boxer.
Yeah, and actually, in the past, when I fight a boxer that's been shorter than me, I don't like it.
No, you get used
Not used to it, that's right.
Yeah. So you do have to bring a different game plan, and height is definitely a factor when you,
Seems like Scott cannot move away from this too.
No, and at the same time,
Mike's
he's always moving on the back foot. He's against the ropes, and therefore Mike can dictate with his range. And Scott needs to put on the pressure and hold the center of the ring so that he can get in closer and force Mike back to the ropes. Can't go further than the ropes, so he's going to have to do it.
That's it.
And so far, he hasn't been able to employ those tactics.
He's just setting up that too, Mikey.
That's right. He's just setting up and keeping Scott at the end of those long shots, and he's
As the shorter boxer, he has to get within the range. Otherwise, he's not going to have a chance at all.
And Scotty's starting to look really fatigued right now in the second round. And he still looks like he's really wanting to put up a fight. So I think that's that Islander pride.
what he's going to need to do is going to have to just, when he's in the center, take a step to his right or left and try put Mike on the ropes. Take that center, cut the corners, and try and take that center. Otherwise, until then, he's not going to have a chance.
No,
Right,
he's just
right,
going
right.
to continue
It's
to
gonna-
eat these punches.
That's right. It's going to be at the end of Mike's shots, and from his record, he's got a KO win. So there's some firepower there,
Oh, here
and
we
you just
go.
saw some of it.
Yeah. So we're going to go for for a standing
Wow,
neck
and
count
Mikey's
now.
just kind of giving him a stare down.
Body language, Scott looks like he's a bit withered, but he has come to his feet, giving him the
willing to
nod. He still wants some
continue.
more.
However, if this continues, he's saved by the bell there, so going
Nice,
into this
nice.
last round, he's going to have to come up with something quite special.
Saying that we are only halfway through the fight. 2 more rounds to go.
Oh, sorry, it is a 4-rounder, so
4
he has
rounds.
still got time.
Halfway. Will the second half be different from the first? Can he change it? Perhaps some inspiration from our man in purple. Or woman. I don't know. We
He's
don't
giving
know,
me
do we?
inspiration.
And you know what is
Flexibility.
what a lot of people don't
Agility.
realize.
What don't they realize?
What a lot of people don't realize the differences between corporate and professional rounds. You know how it's 3 times 2-minute rounds and 4 times 3-minute rounds. Like that 1 extra minute plays a massive part.
Right.
Oh,
And
of
even 2
course.
minutes alone, though, that's sometimes. I think my very first fight back in 2001 or 2, dude, that 2 minutes felt like 2 hours.
Oh, it
Super
does.
unfit.
Hey, doing 30-second speed round, that feels like forever.
Oh, and Scott again has felt some of that power.
I feel like we're going to have an early finish
Yeah,
if this continues to be the way it is.
Wow, Mike's really putting pressure. He wants to end it here, eh?
I think he
He's
does.
seen Scott's vulnerable and he wants to take advantage of that.
All right.
Scott's body language, his facial expression, he's just doesn't seem like he's keen to stay in there too much longer. So Mike's taking advantage of that. He's
He
taking
is.
advantage. But I'd say that here we go. Scott comes back and
Yeah.
lands a couple of his
he's
own.
not lying
That was a
down.
good one.
He's not lying down. That's what he needs to do. Try and push the momentum, push Mike back, but then he
He's
gets
just
back.
landing at ease here now, I feel.
He's trying to. I think Scott's trying to play the counter game, but because he's got shorter arms, it's not going to be as effective as you think it is.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I could be wrong, but just by the looks of it so far within the 3 rounds, it's not really working, I suppose.
If he wants to be the counterboxer, he needs to use his feet. He needs to come inside. When Mike throws those shots, make him miss, and while making him miss,
Make him pay.
close
Throw
up the
some
range. But
angle, right?
doing that from on the ropes is difficult, especially when Mike starts to put the weight into the shots, puts Scott's balance back on his back foot, and he can't land with power.
Okay, we're
A little
here.
bit of
Scott has
frustration.
slipped down there.
Yeah.
And there's a hard body shot. He's got a long way for those shots to build up momentum.
Right. Right there. Now push him back. If he plays the front foot now,
That's right. He needs to do
might
that,
work.
spin him around, and he did half the work. He just didn't do the other part. Oh, and a big right hand there. Big right hand there from Mike.
he's giving back a fight, though. He said, "I'm not going down without a fight."
No, he's definitely.
If Mike maybe just changed this, he is landing well.
Oh, and the ref
The
calls
referee's
it
called
off.
it off.
If
I
Mike,
think that's it. Oh, is it time?
if Mike perhaps changed
Oh,
the
no.
angle of his right hand and he came up the middle
Oh,
with an uppercut, then his right hand straight down, because Scott keeps ducking his head and he's just missing the target. If he came up the middle, and Scott might duck into it, and then he can find that finishing shot.
Okay, I think that what the ref was saying was that it wasn't a punch that caused the knockdown, so they continue on.
Throwing that right hand, but perhaps if he came up the middle with an uppercut, he might catch him clean on the chin.
Wow. Come on.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
right
far, so
hands
good.
there.
Right,
Yeah,
and there we
yeah.
go.
And I think-
Perhaps he
So we
didn't
saw
need to
that
listen to
right
me.
hand connect. I don't think there'll be too much longer in this, but
Okay.
it was a nice right hand.
And he's up
And that's
on
all
his
he's
feet.
setting up for, though. Eh? Is
It
that
is. He's using
that right
his
hand.
reach and setting
good
up
body shot.
perfectly for that right hand.
Full body shot. There's not
And
much
you'll
there for
see
Scott, I
it
don't think.
Continue now.
John is
Yeah.
looking on closely.
So how many 8 counts can they have in one round? Is it the same rules as amateur? 3 and 1? It's over?
I'm not too sure. Because if it's more than 4 rounds, then it plays an effective there.
Yeah.
But if it's less than 4, if it's less than 4 rounds, then it doesn't matter, I think.
Yeah.
But if it's more than 4 rounds, then that's when it starts to come that 3 knockdown rule.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. I've only went 8 rounds in a fight, but
Yeah.
Shapes, cutting shapes.
Love it.
Coming into the 4th and final round.
Yeah.
We might be able to get him out by the shorter distance, or will it go to the decision?
Yeah, we said the blue corner can hang on. So far, though, I think it's all been red corner from the get-go.
all right, here we go.
All right.
So we'll hopefully see Scott come
Hopefully
back
he can
with a
hang
battle
on.
here. The only way he can win the fight is to
Oh,
knock
definitely
out
by a
Michael
knockout. Otherwise,
Douglas.
it'll be a red decision.
And
So.
Michael Douglas seems like he's on a good rhythm right now and
Right.
ain't going nowhere.
He looks
So-
like he's got some
Nice
intentions to
connections there.
finish this early.
Yeah, I really like how he does set it up with his jab. We were saying before, the jab does set it all up, so
yeah.
you can see here, sets up his range for the right hand.
That's right. Making him think
There we
about the
go.
jab so he can follow up with that right hand.
Right after.
So really nice boxing.
He's only parrying. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
Scott's only parrying his jab hand, but he's not.
Yeah.
Instead of changing up his defensive by slipping or catching it.
He's got a very simple game plan.
That's right. And when you use the hand to block and parry, you're taking your hands away from
Your face.
your vulnerable area. And then
Right.
if you make a bad decision with that, then you're going to receive the consequences full on the
Exactly
chin.
right.
But I suppose different defenses work for different people, right?
That's right.
So
of
just
course.
gotta kind of go with it. But everything is just adjusting.
Nice
People
up
gotta
and
learn how to
That's
do.
it. That's the kind of shot that he should have been throwing up the middle.
Yeah.
That was a good uppercut by Mike.
That's it. Yeah, it was.
Here we go.
If he keeps that shot up, he might, from
Yeah,
where
I feel like he could change it up a little bit.
that was
But
a
I mean,
good
his
one.
right hand's winning the fight all day, so.
In saying that, we are also almost coming up to the end of the 4th round.
Right,
Can't
right.
be much longer left in this.
No.
Must be halfway.
Yeah, that was a nice
Scott's
right
hung on.
combo.
And he's doing really well. He's doing really, really well. That's that Islander pride in him.
Yeah, never give up.
Absolutely.
Out on the shield.
Yeah, oh, nice
That was a big
right hand
shot.
there.
Bit stumbled there. He still wants to get up. He's up on one knee. He's standing. He doesn't want that knockout loss.
Good
He
on
doesn't
him.
want to lose
It
by
can't be
knockout.
too
He
much
does
longer. Hopefully he can hold it on, but he's
Oh,
just
and that
received-
one
And I
was
think that was it.
Yeah,
Flush
now
on the
we're
chin. The
done.
tail's coming as well.
Yeah.
Still
Well,
done. Good on
good
Blue,
on you,
but-
Scott.
Yeah.
Good on you,
Good on
Mike.
Scott.
Scott fought a really good fight. And to be honest, and I mean, no disrespect to the cornermen, but I think that towel should have been thrown a while ago.
Yeah.
I,
I agree with you,
I love people who have good heart and good, they have pride in their skills and everything. But I mean, enough is enough, isn't it? You know,
And
when you
never
see
wanna
that their
see
fighters
boy-
are hurting.
That's right.
Yeah, receiving any punishment more than they need to. It has to be a fine line, though,
Right.
I mean, I guess no one knows the boxing more than the coach and themselves. So.
Mm.
Fighter's pride fighter that never wants to go out.
Right,
Never wants to give up.
Oh wow, we even got crowds from Hamilton, different areas of New Zealand coming about and representing. So really awesome. Really awesome to have them here, part of Fist of Fury 6 on Multitrade Boxing Promotion.
So we're going to see Mike Douglas's knockout record go up another one.
Nice.
Right. So he'd be what?
3-2 with 2 KO
With 2
victories.
KOs at heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Seen a few heavyweights tonight, so very good showing of this weight division.
Awesome. Congratulations to Mike Douglas and his team all the way. Where are they from? I think they're from Hamilton as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Hamilton. Beautiful work ethic.
Dominant victory from Mike Douglas.
I love the sportsmanship at the end.
Yep,
They always got, handshake, hug each other, acknowledge it, and move on.
They say fighting, bring people together.